Okay, guys. So in this case, I need us to consider the part of our statistics that is working with our ungrouped information, that is ungrouped data. If you are given information, it can be presented differently. So we just want to check what is it that you're supposed to be calculating when presenting information under ungrouped information. What is it that you're referring as ungrouped data or ungrouped information? Let us consider a typical approach, like you ask a question about the number of marks, like we have a number of students. Okay, let's just say we have got a number of students in a class, number of students in a class. So with this number of students, okay, let's just consider a class of 20 or a class of 15, which is to be considered. And you ask this number of students that are in a class, their shoe size. Okay, so it's either you can list this information to say, okay, the first person, the shoe size, it's 5. Other one, it's 6. Other one, you measure, it's, you given the size, it's 5 again. You are given the shoe sizes. Okay, the other one it's 7, the other one. So you are just presenting this information as you are given by each candidate, by each student that you have. That is ungrouped. We are not referring to something like an interval. When you're now grouping the information, it's an interval to say 1 to 5. How many are in the range of 6 to 10? You are now presenting in terms of a certain range when it is of the grouped information. So in this case, guys, we are not into that part of the group information, that part of the group. We are just focusing with our ungrouped, where you need to be focusing on the measures of central attendance. So in that case, you need to be focusing on the measures of central attendance, where you are focusing with the calculation of the mean, okay, to determine the mode and also the median. So that is the major part that you need to focus with as you are working with your statistics in your O-level mathematics. So what is the mean of the given inform? You are given a certain information. So in this case, when you've got nothing that is special, we're just presenting our information. Let's say there are numbers 3, 1, 2, 5, 3. Okay, this is just the information that you're given. So the first thing is, how many terms are we having? The terms are the numbers that you are given. Those are the terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're talking of 5 terms in this set of numbers that you are given. The number of terms in the data, in the information in this data that we have. Tine ma-terms mangani mu information yatakapiwa, ma-terms mangani atinawo. Ma-number awakapiwa, those are the terms that you're given. How many are they? So the question is, if I'm asked to calculate the mean, the mode, to state the mode, and the median, from this information, the first thing is that the information that I'm given is supposed to be in order, in a certain order. The information is supposed to be in, okay, let me just write it here. The information, or just the data that we are given, the data given must be in order of size. So it must be a certain order of size. Remember, we can be referring to the ascending order or the descending order. This is now presenting the order of size. Ascending, increasing in terms, then this one decreasing. So you present in your own way. So it will be best in normal cases, guys, that you present in ascending order. Zvakanaka kuti kana uchipresenta manamba ako ngave achi increase ngavachiingiriza numbers achiwedzera like starting from the smaller one zvichikwira. Try to present it that way in ascending order. Having your numbers that way, let us now talk about these terms. The mean is referred to or can be calculated from the sum of terms over the number of terms. So this one is the sum of terms in what? In the information that we are given, in data that we are given, over what? The number of terms. So they were talking of the number of terms. Okay, so this is sum of terms over number of terms in data. In the information that you are given, how many terms, number of terms. This is one that I was counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 terms. So that's the information. So the mean is not affected by this ascending or descending. It is going to affect the median, but it is best that just present your order in that way so that you do not miss any other calculation that you're going to have. Then we talk of the mode. What is it? Okay, this mean can be given. They can ask you this one before we move on to this. They can ask you this as the average. So it's the average, or sometimes you're given as the arithmetic mean. It's the same thing, arithmetic mean. So do not be afraid when you're given such terms. Calculate the arithmetic mean, then you think it's something else. No, it's just the normal mean that you're used to, average. So the mode is now the number with the highest frequency, the most occurring number. So this one is the most appearing, okay, or occurring number. That is the number with highest frequency. The number with highest frequency. The number with highest frequency. So this part of the number with highest frequency, I'm going to explain it when we are talking about the frequency table. Now it does not make sense because I never talked about frequency. So let's focus with the first one, the most appearing, the most occurring number. Meaning to say, if I am given numbers, I'm supposed to check which of the numbers is most occurring when information is just given like this. That is the mode. Okay, then we have got the last part, which is the median. So the median, actually, there is a way of determining depending with information that you're given, but the median is simply representing the middle term. This is the middle term. We're supposed to just write it like this. But remember the issue that I talked about this one, order of size. So this is not just a middle term, but it is the middle term when numbers are being arranged in order of size. The middle number or the middle term, the term, when I'm second term, the number that you're given. So this is when numbers or when terms, okay, when terms are arranged in order of size. In order of size. As we can see, the part where the order of size is playing a role, it is on the median. That's the part where the order is playing a role. Okay, so let us quickly check the question that we, check these numbers that you're given. We have got these numbers here. Going to work with these numbers to determine from this. Okay, let us just have our question. So our question, from these numbers that we are given, you might be asked to state the mode, median, and calculate the mean. Okay, so we are going to focus on that. Find those three. Find mean, mode, and median. And median. Okay, Let us focus with these numbers. The first thing are these numbers in the order of size. 3, 1, 2, 5, 3. No. So you're supposed to present in order of size. So like I said, the best way is to write them in ascending order. So in ascending order, we are going to start with a smaller number, which is 1, followed by a 2, then a 3, a 3. So there are there are 2 3s, okay, and a 5. In order of size, it is best that way, okay? So let's find our mean. Let's calculate the mean. The mean, as I stated, it is going to be from what? The sum of terms. The sum of a number of. So from that, sum of terms of a number of, from the information that you are given of a number of terms. So we're simply going to add these terms. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5. These are the terms that you're given. You add them over what? The number of terms. How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You count the terms. 3, 4, 5. There are 5 terms. So that is the number of terms in the set of information that you're given, in the set of data that you're given. So that's you're going to add. That is going to be 14. That's 8 here. 10, 13, 14. That was a 14 there over a 5. So this was going to give you 2,8 if you simplify properly. Okay. For the simplification, guys, most of you guys, ZIMSEC, you know, calculators, paper 1, you won't be having a calculator. So 5 into 14, that is 2 into 10. So we're going to have a remainder of what? A remainder of 4. Okay. Then we just put a 0 there. The moment we put a 0, that's a comma there. 5 into 40, that's 8. So it's now 2,8. Okay. So that is how we can simply divide. So we have got the mean. Okay. Let's move on to other part, which is the mod. Okay. Number 2, the mod. Like I said, the mod from the information or from whatever that I just said, we are going to focus with the most appearing, the most occurring number. So from this information that we are having, which number is appearing the most, which term is appearing the most, we have got a 3 in this case. If you check, there are 2 3s. So the mod there is a 3. Number yekuti irikuonekwa kakawanda. Not kuti number of times kuti irikuonekwa katuno. Number yaonekwa kakawanda ndiani. The number that is appearing the most. That's the mod. Then we've got the median, which is the middle term. When these numbers are arranged in order of size, as you can see, our numbers, they are already in the order of size. So if numbers are like this, guys, we need the number that is in the middle. If you can see, this is something that you can even check by sight. You can just look and see the number that is in the middle is 3. So if there are many numbers, you can just try to do this, cancel the numbers. If you cancel this one, you're canceling this. Okay, if you cancel this, you're canceling this one. Then what is it that is remaining in the middle? What is it that we have in the middle there? That is a 3. That is our median. So sometimes information is given where the set of numbers, the set of terms that you're given there is actually an even number. When it is like that, you are going to see that there'll be 2 numbers remaining in the middle. Okay, let's save that. Let's save a certain part. I think here we're done everything. We calculated everything. So we are going to actually, okay, let's just remain with our question. We're going to find the same, but let's have another information where we are having even numbers, like the numbers that we are given. It's a set of even numbers. Let's say we are given 5, given this information, 5, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10. How many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you can see, The number of terms, that's 6. That's an even number, this one. That's an even number. So you're going to see the effect of this even number when considering the median. That is where we are going to see the effect of this. Okay? So let's just start with this one, the easier part, guys, the mod. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the mod. Remember, mod, the number with the most occurring, or the number with the highest frequency, but okay, let's consider that way. 1, 2. 9 is appearing 2 times. We do not have any number that is appearing more than that. So that is our mod, the most appearing number. So we've got our mod as 9. Then median. Okay, let's move on to number 2. This is the part that I want us to focus on. The median, the middle term, when terms are arranged in order of size. So if you were going to consider that, like what I said previously, you're going to have something like this: a 5 and a 10, you cancel. A 7 and a 9, you cancel. So if you're going to cancel, to say, I want to cancel this one and cancel this one, it was going to be impossible because there is nothing that is going to remain here. So you cannot cancel these 2. These are the numbers that are remaining in the middle, these 2. We are remaining with these 2 in the middle. But this is it, guys. You want a number that is in between these 2 numbers. The number is supposed to be in between 8 and 9. Number ikuti iri pakati na pakati pa 8 na 9. We can even tell that the number is 8,5. In between 8 and 9, which number that is in between, like halfway? This is 8, this is 9. Which number is in the middle? That is the middle of 8 and 9. It's 8,5. It's 8,5. Remember that. Median is the middle term. Chilikuwa ni kwa pakati pema numbers ari 2. You are given 3 and 4. What is the number in between 3 and 4? 3,5. So in actual sense, how are you going to actually calculate it? Let's say you want to present it in terms of a calculation, because it's something that you don't need even to calculate. You can just write your answer 8,5. But let's say you want to calculate. How are you going to calculate this? You add the 2 terms that are remaining in the middle. Then you divide by 2. 8 plus 9 divided by 2. That is going to give you the median term, the median number. Okay, so that's 17 divided by 2, which was going to be 8,5. Just like that. 17 over 2 into 16, that's 8, with the remainder of 1 into 10,5. So that is our median. Number 3, let's move on to the mean. So the mean, there is no effect on the mean. Sum of terms over number of terms. Sum, add the terms. 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10. You add all the terms given, divided to the number of, how many are they? We said there are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So divided by 6. So you're going to add the terms that you're given. Add them. That was going to give you a 48, then divide by 6. Okay, 48 divided by 6 is going to give us 8. So that is the mean. That is the mean. Okay, so with this information that we have, as you can see, it is of the ungrouped information. It is of ungrouped information, ungrouped data. Do not forget that. Still on the same ungrouped information, which we can present this way. It can be a condition where this information can be considered on what we refer to as the frequency table. Frequency tables. Frequency tables. Okay, what is it about the frequency? Because I considered here about the frequency here, the frequency. The frequency is the number of times, this one. It simply represents the number of times a certain number occurs. A number of times a certain number occurs. A certain number occurs, okay, or appears. There is a certain number from the information that you are given. This is what I'm trying to say, where the frequency table is coming from. I want you to see where it is coming from. If you check the numbers that we had, we're just having maybe 5, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10. These numbers, there are few numbers that we have. It's ungrouped information, yes, but we are referring to a condition where these numbers, they are very few. It can be a condition still on the ungrouped information. I'm saying still there on our ungrouped information, still working with our ungrouped information. It can be like that. But on a condition that the information that there are so many numbers or before like this, before 4, 4, 4, we move on, there's 5, maybe this 5 is appearing 10 times. Let's just take a look, maybe the 5 is appearing 10 times, or maybe it is having, I don't know, the number of times that it can be like, it's going like that. The 6 is going, there are so many numbers that we are referring there, representing the 6. Something like that. Okay, let's just consider these numbers that I'm having here. Let's say the information that you ask, guys, you enter a certain class. They wrote a test or just a certain activity, maybe because of the numbers that I'm having here, just a small activity out of 10. How many got 4? These are the number 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 of them. The 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who got 6 out of 10? So this information, guys, instead of us writing it this way, we can choose to say, okay, let us have this as the marks that were obtained in this class out of 10 versus what we refer to as their corresponding frequency. That is where it was taken from. The same information of the ungrouped information that we had can be presented now in form of a table. Not to say once you see a table like this, it's grouped information. No, the table can be for ungrouped. We are talking about when you present each mark as you are presenting each mark, 4, 5, 6, each mark as it is, each mark as it is. We are not writing to say who got 4 up to 5 or 6 up to. This is now grouped. We are grouping the people that are in that set. There we are not grouped. You are presenting each on its own. You are presenting that. So the frequency is the corresponding number. Remember I said, let's go back. You understand me. Very soon you understand me. The number of times a certain number occurs. Number yatakapiwa iri kuonekwa kangani. Trikuiona kangani number yatakapiwa. 4 ushu. Trikumuona kangani. How many times are we seeing the 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is appearing 4 times. 5 is appearing how many times? Trikumuona kangani 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. That is the frequency. 6 is appearing how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times. The number of times a certain number occurs. So a frequency table like this can give us a basic view of what is happening. Instead of us writing numbers like this, instead of having these numbers, they can be replaced by a small table like this. So from this small table that we are seeing here, you must be able to analyze this information back. You must be able to analyze it to say, for this mark, it simply means it is appearing 4 times. There are 4 who got this. I mean, there are 4 who got this 4 out of whatever mark that you're given. There are 7 who got 5. There are 10 who got a 6. So this information like this can be presented where we are going to be talking of presenting on a bar chart, a pie chart from this frequency table. From the same frequency table, you must be able to determine the same terms that you had here, the mean, the mode, the median from the table. Okay, let's consider, guys. We can see that from this information that we have, I do not want you to use this. I want you to use the table. Let's say you're asked to find those mode, median, and mean. How were you going to calculate these from this frequency table? How were you going to calculate this? How are you going to determine the mode? Remember the mode. Let's start with the mode. Is the number. Now, this is where it plays a role. This definition that I wrote here. The number with the highest frequency. Highest frequency. The number with the high. Now you can consider that here to say which number here has the highest frequency. So you start with the frequency on these frequencies, these ones. That is where you start from. Which one is which one is the biggest? Is 10. But the number with that highest frequency is what? The number with this highest frequency. Number in a frequency wombe ndiyani. So frequency wombe ndi 10. Asi number in a frequency wombe ndiyani ndi 6. The number with that highest frequency is what? The number with highest frequency is what? So you start from the frequency, you check, okay, the biggest number there is 10. But which number is carrying that 10? The number is 6. So if you check from this information that we had, sorry, let me just do this. If you check now from this information that we had here, because we're saying the mode here is going to be what? It's going to be 6. If you check this way that you are used to, you can see, okay, 6 is the one that is appearing. There you are saying 6 is appearing the most. 6 is occurring the most. So 6 is your mode. From the table, the number with the highest frequency, the number that has highest frequency is what? I hope you are getting me there. Okay, let's move on to another one. You are given a table like this. Number 2, the median. The median, remember, it was actually the middle term, which is true. It is the middle term. But when you're given a frequency table like this, how can I tell that this is the middle term? Because these numbers, guys, remember, they are of ungrouped. They are just presented like randomly. So how can I see that this is the middle term? It's going to be difficult. So when you're given a table, guys, take note. If you're given information like this, remember what you're doing. You're going to cancel the 4, you cancel the 6, like that, until you get your middle term, okay? Let me just try to show you this so that you understand me, guys, from what we're used to. A 4, a 6, a 4, a 6, a 4, a 6 here, a 4, a 6, okay? A 5, a 6, a 5, a 6. So look, guys, the time that you are going to spend in doing this, okay? I just hope I'm doing the right thing. So you see that the number that is remaining after doing that, let's count how many did we cancel here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We canceled 10 and 10 here. So you can see that the middle term is truly a 5. So like I said, guys, this information, there's a lot of information that you're given. So it is up to you that you're going to take your information and say, okay, 4 appears 4 times, you write it, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, you write it. But check, maybe here there are 27. Were you going to write 27 of them? It was going to be too much. So one way or the other, you need to understand, not from this way, but from the table. So from the table, this is what you're going to do. You determine first, you want to calculate the median. Okay, so for median, let me just give you the notes here. So for median, okay, number one, you determine or you find the median position. The median position. What is it that I'm referring as the median position? Where the median is located. Patinowanira median in the papi. So the median position is given by the formula half of n plus 1. Half of n plus 1, where n represents this n here is your total frequency. Total frequency. The total of the frequency that you're given. Uka-add ama frequency I. Total yacho ndiyani. Half of that. So you determine the median position. Then from there, you locate or determine your mean. Because you have a position where it is located. So now you locate the median from the table. That is these are the steps that you're going to take. So this is how you present. Let me present it the way that I'm having here. So I said, you're going to need the median position first, where the median is to be situated from the table. Where is it to be situated? Tichaiwana papi, tichamwanira papi median. Patinomwanira ndo panopiwa ne formula ish. Inonzio half of n plus 1. So let's start with the median position first. The median position is half of n plus 1, which is half of the frequency, the total frequency. If you add these terms, what is the total? Okay, so that's 10 plus 7, which is 17. Then 17 plus 4, which is 21. So this is 21. The total frequency, if you add this, 21 plus what? Plus a 1. So this is what you're going to have. 21 plus 1, that's 22. And half of 22 is what? Half of 22, that is 11. So that's the 11th position. Median, 11th position. The 11th position when these numbers are to be taken from the frequency that you're given. The 11th position. Guys, I'm saying this is the position where you find it. It's on the 11th position. Okay, so let's add. We are going to start. This one, you take it from any side. You can start from this side, going this way, or this side going this way. The 11th position is the one that you take. All right, let's start from this one going to the right-hand side. This is 4. Are we at the 11th position? No. So we add 4 plus 7. 4 plus 7 is what? 4 plus 7, that's 11. That's the 11th. That is where the 11th position is occurring here. So the number that is there is our median, which is 5. 11, which is on the 11th. Locate the median from the table, from that position, to say where the 11th position is here. What is the number that is there on that 11th position? The number is 5. Okay, let's say you were taking this way. So here we can tell that our median is equal to what? Our median is equal to 5, the number that is now on that position. Okay, let's say you wanted to take this from the right-hand side going to the left-hand side. Okay, let's say you're moving this way. We start from 10. This is the number that is already there. It's a 10. 10, compare it with the position. Is it on this position 11? No, it is less than 11. So you're supposed to move again. So if we move from this 10 into this, 10 plus 7 is what? It's 17. Guys, 17, it means we already have the 11 there. It is appearing there because we are moving from 10. The 11th number, it's here. Where is it? Inside of 5. The 11th number is going to appear in this part. In this part. But in this part, what is the number there? The number there is 5. So 5 is our median. So that is how you take it from the table. So if we use this information, this one, let's locate the 11th position. If we use this information, because we could have used it also here. What is our 11th position? Remember when we calculated these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11th position is the 5. And this is, it's giving us the same thing. So guys, it's up to you. Zvava kwauri kuti uchatora information iyi woinyora seizvizvi, or unotongoshanda netable sezvairi. Are you going to write your information like this, or you're going to take your information as it is from the table? That's the frequency tables for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to have another example. Okay, we just calculated this. We need the mean. We're still there. Let's move on to the mean. So the mean, as you present on the frequency table, it is going to be given this way. You're now on the mean. Remember, this is what we had when you're dealing with the numbers. You were adding them. I want you to see how you're taking it. You were adding 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, let's go back to our mathematics. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 from our basic mathematics. What does it mean? A number to be added. A number is adding itself. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It means that number times the number of times it is adding itself times 4. If there was another one there are 5. So it's going to be 4 times 5. If there are 6, 4 times 6. If there are 6 of them, 4 times 6. If there are 7, 4 times 7. So it simply means if we are given a table like this, instead of us adding to say 4, since it is appearing 4 times, remember you're supposed to add 4 plus 4 plus 4. Guys, like I said, they can give you a 17 here. Are you going to add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 17 times? No. To add these numbers, the number of times, remember these are number of times the number is occurring. It is simply to multiply. You multiply this. That is 4 times 4. You have added 4 times. That is what it means. You have added 4 times. 4 plus 4 plus. That is what it means. That is what it means there. Plus 5 times 7. Okay, no, let me remove this, guys. It's now like there's a 17 here. There's a 7 there. We move on to that. 5 times 7. 5 is appearing 7 times. It means you have added 5 7 times. It was supposed to be 5 plus 5 plus 7 times, guys. As we see these numbers here. Same with the 6. You're supposed to add them. So guys, this was going to take you a lot of time. So this is how you calculate your mean. You simply multiply the number, frequency, number, frequency. So is this just the number that you're given times frequency? The number that you're given times the corresponding frequency. Number, frequency, number, and its corresponding frequency. The number and its corresponding frequency there. The number, you multiply, adding those numbers. That is how maybe you can present the sum of terms. You just multiply those. Okay, so let's have another part, 6 and 10. 6 is appearing 10 times. So that's 6 times 10 over what? The total frequency. So whatever that you're supposed to use here is supposed to be the total frequency where you add Remember, the frequency is the number of times to say 4 is appearing 4 times. So instead of you now starting to write those numbers and add them, you just say, okay, this is 4 plus a 7 plus a 10, the total frequency. Remember, that is the one that we calculated there and gave us what? A 21. So you can just write 21 there. And that is the total frequency, this part. The total frequency. All right. So with this, we are going to have our mean. Okay. So the mean is going to be what? You multiply the numbers. Like I said, you're going to multiply 4 times 4. And going to get a 16 plus, that is going to be 35 plus 60. 6 times 10. Everything over. Remember the numbers there, it was 21. So even if you add, that is going to give you a 21 there. So it is simply now for you to add 16 plus 35 plus 60, which is going to give you 111. Everything over 21. So 21 into 111 simply. We are going to, so that one was going to give us, it was going to be 5 times 5 and remainder 2 over 7. So that is going to be our mean. So if you are given from the table, I hope you have an understanding. This, we are still under ungrouped information, ungrouped information. So I want you to try as many questions as you can, presenting your information, calculating of the mean, mode, determining of the mode with these tables. So if you can check from this information that we had on the median position, let's just have another part where we can just focus about the median, because there, a lot of you guys, you end up having mistakes. I'm just going to focus with the median only, just for the sake of time, so that we can have the part 2 of this is going to be on the presentation. We are going to, okay guys, you see now I did not want to remove this. Let's just stop. Very sorry for that. So the part 2, like I was saying, is going to be on the presentations. We are going to be focusing with the presentations, that is from this frequency table, still on our ungrouped data, how to present the bar chart, the pie chart, any other information that you are given. How is it that you can present from the graphs of our ungrouped information? Then we move on to the grouped information and so on. So make sure that you become part of the family so that you do not miss those classes that we're going to be having as we move on. So still on our frequency table, we are going to have another example so that we can be together in this case. Let's say we are given the age of the number of students, or that you're given, that is given in years, and the corresponding frequency. The corresponding frequency of the ungrouped information. This is 11 to 12 corresponding to 9, 13 corresponding to 6, 14 corresponding to 4, and 15 corresponding to 4. Let's say this is what you are given on the information and you want to determine main mode and so on. So the mode, the number of the highest frequency, guys, because you're going to check, okay, this one, what is the corresponding, which is going to be a 12. Then the mean, like I said, you multiply the numbers. You'll be multiplying this, adding, multiply, adding over the total frequency. That is for the mean. So I want to focus with the median, because the median is the most important, that because of this position part. So if you were to determine the median, like I said, the first thing is to locate its position, the median position. Where is it to be situated? The median, where are we going to have it in this information that we are given? This is where I said you're going to need half of the information, half of n plus 1. So the position is at half of n plus 1. This is the position of the median, where n is the total frequency. If we add the numbers 2 plus 9 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4, that was going to be a 25. Okay, we've got a 15 here. This is 8, 10. So 15 plus 10, total there was 25. The total, that is half of 25 plus a 1, which is going to give us what? 25 plus 1, that is 26. And half of 26 is 18. So the position is the 13th term. That is where we are going to have our median. It is going to be the 13th term, the term as we are counting position 13. Where is number 13 in position? Like in this, if you're adding the frequencies, where are we going to get the number 13? Tinomwana papi 13. So it is a matter of adding now. Okay, so let's add our numbers. So like I said, it is of your own way, the side that you're going to take. Are you going to be moving from the left, going to the right, or from the right, going to the left? Okay, so let's start with this one. Moving from the left, going to the right. We are going to add until we get the number 13, until you get that. So 2 plus 9, that is 11. You are still below 13. We are now at 11. 11 plus 6. 11 plus 6, that is 17. As we can see, guys, we are more than that 13, meaning to say 13 is going to occur here. As we count, it is going to occur in this number 6, where 6 is here. That is where it is going to occur. The number, as we are counting, the 13 is going to occur here. So which number is it that is appearing there? The number that is appearing is 13. So meaning to say 13 is our median. 13 is our answer. Okay, let's move on from another way. We want to see if we're going to have the same thing from the right side going to the left. We must have the same answer, 13. We are going to move 4. Are we at there? We are still less than that. 4 plus 4, that is 8. We are still less than 13. 8 plus 6, that is 14. 14 is more than 13, meaning to say 13 is occurring. It is going to be here, the position. When we are counting, we are going to get it in this region. But which number is it that is corresponding there? That is 13. So the edge there is going to be 13 years. So you start with the position, then the median. So do not get it wrong to say the numbers like they are going there to the middle. So you think that always it's going to be like that. Do not get it wrong. Numbers can be in this set. It depends on the frequency that you're given there. So don't get it wrong to say in exam, whenever you're asked to find the median, you're going to take the number that is in the middle there. No. Never make a mistake of doing that. Okay, I want you to see with this example here so that you do understand what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna present this information. I want you to see. Let's say we are still focusing on the median. This one is gonna clear up this type of a question that I'm just explaining to say. Do not take any to say the number that is in the mid, that is one that you take. All right. You are given still on calculating the median. Let's say we're just given the number, whatever that you're given there, and its corresponding frequency. All right. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say this is 9, this is 6. Okay, this is 7, this is 5, this is 3, like this. Let's say this is the information that you're given. If we check, the first thing is to have, we need the median, remember? So like I said, the first thing is to have its position, the position of the median. The position of the median. Where is it situated? At half of n plus 1. That is where it is situated. Where n is the total frequency. Add 9 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3. That was going to give us a 30. So it's half of 30 plus a 1. This is 31. Half of 31 is what? Half of 31 is 15,5. So this is 15,5 at the position that we need. This is a position at 15,5. at 15,5. At 15,5. Guys, add here. Let's say we are moving from the left-hand side. This is 15 here. 9 plus 6. This is 15. Okay? What about comma 5? Because the moment we add here, it's now a 16. So this is 15 here. 15 if you add this one. And also if you check from this information from this side, I want you to see 3 plus 7 is 10 plus 5 is 15. If you move from the right side, you see also 15. So this is 15, this is 15. 15,5, it's in between here. It's in between 6 and 7. So if it is in between 6 and 7, it means it is in between 1 and 2. The number that you need is in between 1 and 2. So therefore, the median is going to be the number in between 1 and 2, which is 1,5. Or you simply add 1 plus 2 over 2 plus 3 over 2, which is 1,5. So that is now we are having the median in between those numbers. Okay. For any question pertaining this part that we just focused on, let us know so that we can work on it, or you can just join the WhatsApp group and send your questions where you can be assisted by anyone there. That is any teacher there. There are so many teachers in that group. So you can take advantage of that. Whoever assists you, it is for your own benefit. So it's not supposed to be, I'm the one who's assisting you. No, the assistance can be from anyone, as that assistance is effective enough to change whatever symbol that you need to change. Let it be used to the maximum. So this is the information that we got, guys. We are going to focus with another class working with this ungrouped information. Like I said, dealing or working with now the presentation. How do you present the information that you are given of the ungrouped data? So make sure that you become part of the family by subscribing so that you won't miss any of the classes that we are going to be having.